Hello and welcome back to Neko Gaming Live, guys. So last we were talking about playing some Sevtech. Yes, Sevtech. Well, guess what? I hate to say this, but we're right in the middle of a Sevtech base. Well, I have been playing this with a few of my friends, just trying it out, seeing where we're going. I mean, totally decked out. Not. And it's been very difficult. Didn't know if I wanted to record or not. But yeah. Anywho, so this is my farm. First things first. Let's go in here and look at the ages here real quick. If you guys are new to Sevtech, okay, you've never played this before, you never heard of it, it is the most pain in the butt mod pack there is right now. You have to go through so much stuff before you can even remotely get at where I'm at. And I'll explain as we go along how far that is. Everything you see in blue right now is an optional quest. Purple is your main storyline. So, very first things that we had to do is we had to be a caveman, make a flint axe, caveman hate tree, and then chopping block, then was a stump, and then you had to beat that stumped crafting log over and over and over and over and over and over. You know what? I'm safe in here, I think. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I should still be safe in here. Once you got through that, you start working on leather, getting water. There's piranhas in the water, guys. Piranhas. So you can't just like swim and go exploring like you normally do. It's just a pain in the butt. Also, you have to get very into, not Darkland, Abyssal Craft, and what's the other one I'm trying to think of? Astral Sorcery. Those two mod packs I personally hate. Do not like them. They are too grindy, and you have to get through the entire part of that pack. No. So anyways, we made chests, made hoppers into the base, and what you see right here as we come in from the farm is this was my basic starting area. We got a table that we cook potatoes on. Oh, hey, there's a spider. There's a spider. Go away, spider. Alright, eat a potato real quick. A cooking table that we can make stuff, and then these kilns, okay. One of these kilns actually has fire under it. Hopefully it'll update. Yep, fire. And then the other one next to it has a flame grilled whopper. Yeah, which is basically like a heated hopper that helps cook and stuff like that. So I got a little automation here to cook some basic stuff if need be. Cauldron, cool. Nothing special. So let's jump back in here. You had to do a little bit of a dance, a little bit of song to get some buffalo, which we have hiding right out here. But we're going to get there here in a minute. I'll introduce you to my buffalo. Next part, you started getting into better crafting. You actually got to use regular crafting tables. You didn't have to beat a stump anymore. And it was just glorious. Yes. So we were able to make beds, getting regular furnaces, chests. We're back to normality-ish. And then we got a kiln, started making bronze, and this is where it started sucking. In Abyssal Craft, you had to get these trophy cases, which means you had to go get Slogus to build a monolith for you, and the monolith would create this statue at the top, and then you take that statue and you bring it back, which you got to be careful about, because if you bring it back to your base, it could have dire consequences. I'm going to go ahead and sleep real quick, and then I'm going to check and see if I have that on me right now. No, I got my Astral Sorcery one. I'll explain all my goodies here in my belt. And I'm not seeing my book. No. So anyways, long story short, I want to keep this episode kind of more of an introduction episode to Sevtech, kind of catch you guys up, and then next episode we'll actually go into building things, getting things there, just kind of give it a little bit. But we have these Abyssal trophies. There was 6 people building. Oh, let's not spoil our surprises over here. We had 6 people building. Glitchy slime boots today. And we all came together to do the Abyssal craft stuff. Because of the difficulty of it, we were dying left and right. I mean, it was pathetic. Very, very pathetic. So what we did is once we got all the trophies that we could, which we're no longer allowed to go a certain distance away from base because, yeah, they suck. This is a monolith stone, and we got all of our little statues all the way around it. And we have the pedestal energy, oop, that's potato, that can sit in there and charge up. These do charge after a while. No, stop. Give me my sword, thank you. I'm trying to see if I can eye it and see if there's any charge to it. But eventually this started breaking down somehow, and it's just like, okay. So we had to report that bug that was going on. Wow, can I not click? That dog almost killed me. You see that, guys? Alright, so we're this ugly looking castle over here, and I love using this slime sling. Get right back up into base. Alright, so you had to get your charge, and then you had to come up here and do this like crazy ritual that required a bunch of stuff. It was so difficult, it took us probably 3 weeks just to get that part alone. It was gruesome. I'm missing heads. I'm not happy about that. I'm missing heads. So as we continue on, we started doing Abyssal Craft because Abyssal Craft we had to go to the Beneath. Beneath we had to search for Aquamarine, which got us into Astral Sorcery. Panic. So Astral Sorcery got us into Linking of the Stars. It was, yeah. My buddy, I actually have a partner on this base. His name is Sponge. He hasn't been on in a while, but he's helped me through the Astral Sorcery part. It's pretty interesting. Let's put it that way, guys. If you want a really good effort on something that kind of close to Thumbcraft, I guess Astral Sorcery would be somewhat there. I don't know. Anyway, so after we got through Astral Sorcery, we got to Age 2. Age 2 is when we started getting into Tinkers. We started getting more metals unlocked. Our smeltery started upgrading. We had to go to the Betweenlands to get a certain material to build a smeltery controller, just to build a smeltery. Oh my gosh. Other than that, you have this little small melter, and it only does 3 at a time. I don't know if it's going to work, yeah. But it only does 3 at a time, and yeah, since then I've just been going ham. Yay. So, I've been building chests and gathering, and one thing, if you did not see this, guys, where is it? It gets Aquamarine, and then the smeltery tank. advanced mapping. Yeah. Yeah, that was not fun. You had to make an iron apple. And just to show you guys the extent of an iron apple. Iron apple. A, B. Let's see if I can think. Okay. This required a magic map focus. Simple to make, hard to get. Ring of Ascension and the Lamp of Cinders. I kid you not, I was in the Twilight Forest for probably a solid 72 plus hours. Just killing bosses left and right, dying left and right. But I was able to get everything I needed. And I was able to kill off the Yetis, get the fur that I needed, and made the journey map token. That was probably the most difficult thing. I think I quit right after that because I raged so bad being in the Twilight. As you can see, I have more heads. I don't know who came and stole them. Boo. But you have to kill the bosses in a certain order. And if you don't kill them in a certain order, yeah, it could get bad. It could get really bad and you die. Or you're blind. Or just something crazy amount. Sorry, here's my Twilight portal. Here's my Between Lands portal. And here's Sponge's base that I kind of took over with portals. Somebody's been digging. Digging. There is a person. I'm not for sure who's on the other side of this mountain here. Oop, that's a tree. But we have a player. It's over here. I wanted to see who this was. And it looks like they haven't really done any work, which is sad. But yeah, they're basic age. They got the rock. They got the crafting table. Just, I will never do it again. Never. So let's head back to base. Now, if you guys are wondering, you're like looking around the base and you do not see any Astral Sorcery stuff in my base. That is correct. Something hit me. Over on yonder mountain that's not rendered right now, at the very tippy top of that, at like 250, I want to say, is my altar. The actual altar for my game. And I'll show you guys that later on for sure. Because heaven forbid we know that we're going to have to go back over there again. Slime Boots, I love you so much. Because I can travel so fast. Now this is another base of my other buddies, which I have no idea what they're trying to do. Oh, they're probably just reinforcing everything. Ice totems. Looks like they're just reinforcing their wall. Anyways, this is Slogoth Goose. This is what you have to compete with. And then your armor actually takes durability loss, which I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but I see it pop up and tell us. So we had to go through all that problem, and then we got into some automation in was it 2 or 1? I think I skipped it. Oh, it's right here. Which is horsepower. Yeah. So that was age 1. So, anyways, we got a chopping block that's automated. We got a grinder that's automated. And we got a squeezer that's all automated by our wonderful buffalo. Hello, buffaloes. And then let's go back into the base. Thank you. So, yummering on here. Yum. So we've moved through that quite quickly, and then we started getting into the axles, the water wheels, the grinders, the turntables, and we finally got our first bucket, which is this wonderful setup right here. Now, I have a little bit more items in here because, you know, I'm a little farther. Which we got a filtered hopper that does soul sand because I was making blast bricks. But we got a saw, a millstone, which is like an auto grinder, and everything's powered by this one gearbox, which powers everything, which is really ugly back here, but whatever. I'll build a wall or something on it, but I'll come back to that because that's the current age we're on. So we went through Tinkers, got the basic Tinkers going. We started doing the Twilight portal into the Twilight, got the reactor idle, and we got the first combustion engine. Hallelujah. Never again. No. Now we're in our final, our third age. Technically 4 because 0 is not a number. And this unlocks immerse engineering, which I love immerse engineering. So the last thing that I was working on was to get Nether Brick. And let me show you the process of Nether Brick, number 1. First of all, you have to... Oops. First of all, you got to make hibachis, the filtered hopper, and the bellows, and get potash and this special brick. But those are the bellows. The hibachis are the things underneath that keep the fire going. It's a controlled redstone source. Here, let me come down here. See if it basically, you turn it on, fire kicks up. It's red fire. Regular fire, and then you put these bellows on it, and these bellows are operated by these wooden gears, and then they're powered by these redstone clocks that I got going on, and basically it pumps up, pumps down, pumps up, and keeps that blue flame rolling, which is awesome. So we got 2 cauldrons, we got 1 blue flame, 1 regular flame, and then we have our horrible brick oven, which only does 1 nether brick at a time, guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. So, one thing I do want to point out, guys, is if you're doing the recipe in the wrong cauldron, it will explode. Be cautious of that. Exploding cauldrons suck. But I started working on a little bit of a factory floor, 2 high walls, some storage capabilities because we're sucking in there, which these are, these are very expensive to build. They're not fun. But what I did is I started getting a coal coke, and I found out there's liquid hoppers. Awesome. And then I've just been making creosote like crazy, and I built a reinforced blast furnace. I have steel available, so when we get into our next episode, we're going to just go ham. So that was what I was working on very last. But the creosote, for some reason, this quest right here, it's all locked up for me. It won't say that I completed it, even though it's like right there in front of our face. I broke it down. I tried to replace it. I don't know. Maybe I need a bucket of creosote. But we made a steel ingot furnace. We got to build some water mills to actually start providing RF, so we can get our steel presses and stuff like that. Blaze powder is gonna be a little difficult. Nether socks. And then apparently we can start getting into flight using the engine. Then Steve Carts. Steve Carts is pretty cool. Coming down here, we got more and more ores that we still got to go find. railways, yeah, whatever. So that's where we are with this stage. Twilight Forest, craze. We got a lot to work on still. So I swear I have nether warts. But right now our current loadout, we have our wonderful pick, our sword of knockback. And then I got this monocle just recently. We got some food on us. I had to go make food, and then I made a golden backpack, which houses pretty much everything else that we carry around on us. Torches, bucket, sorry, and then our very important engine. So that's where we are with Sevtech. I did not record, or knew I was going to start recording the beginning half of this, so I'm sorry guys if you really missed out on that. That was a lot of grinding. If you really want to see how bad it is, go watch Captain Sparkles, go watch some of the other big YouTubers that are doing Sevtech as well. Direwolf, lots of grinding. So with that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We're pretty good time in, just trying to show you around the base alone to kind of catch you up where I'm at, what am I doing. And then from here, what we'll do is, like I said, we'll get into immerse engineering hard next episode. If you guys are enjoying these videos, if you're excited that I'm back, or if you're really loving that we're playing Sevtech, hit that like button. And if you are new to my channel and happen to magically find me, hit that subscribe button for further videos to come.